Hello everyone. Today we will continue with chapter number 5, Religious Trends in Ancient India, page number 21. Today we are going to start off page number 21, the Pancha Mahavratas, that is the 5 great vows. These are the 5 rules to be followed strictly. First one, ahimsa, that is non-violence. No living being should be hurt, injured, or harmed through one's behavior. Ahimsa means non-violence, that no one should be hurted or injured or harmed by one's behavior. Satya means truth. Every speech and action should be true. Asatya, non-stealing. Asatya means theft, taking what belongs to others without their consent is theft or stealing. Asatya means not stealing anything. Here it is said asatya means theft, that taking one belonging without their consent, means without asking them. It is called as theft or stealing. Over here asatya means not stealing anything. Aparigraha, non-attachment. Man tends to accumulate property due to greed. Aparigraha means not hoarding or accumulating anything in this way. Here man tends to get the property due to greed. That means they want this, that. It is not their property but they want it anyhow. Aparigraha means not hoarding or accumulating anything in this way. Brahmacharya, chastity. It means leaving bodily pleasures and following the vows. Brahmacharya means leaving everything, leaving the house, each and all their relatives, and following the vows. 3 ratnas, that means the 3 jewels. The 3 jewels are the 3 principles. They are Samayik Darshan, that is the right faith. Samayik Jhan means right knowledge. And Samayik Charitra means right conduct. Samayik means balanced, that everything is balanced properly. These are the 3 ratnas. Samayik Darshan, Samayik Jhan, Samayik Charitra. It means everything must be balanced properly. We are going to study in detail what is Samayik Darshan. It means to understand the truth in preaching of the Tirthankar and to have faith in it. To understand the teachings of Tirthankar, and you should have faith in it. Samayik Jhan. It means studying the preaching and philosophy of Tirthankar regularly and learning its deep meaning. That means you have to study and preach and philosophy. Study the preaching, study the things what are given, the philosophy, what does it mean of Tirthankar regularly and learning in deep. Samayik Charitra means strictly following 5 great vows. They have to follow these 5 great vows strictly. Essence of his teachings. What are the essence of teachings? Among the teachings of Mahavir, Anek Katanvada is considered to be a very important in the quest for truth. Among the teachings of Mahavir, whatever he said, Anektavada is considered to be a very important question for the truth. It means pluralism or multiple viewpoints. It is plurals or multiple choices or multiple viewpoints. In a quest for truth, if we focus only on 1 or 2 aspects of viewpoints and draw conclusions, the whole truth is not known. Now here, in a question for truth, if we focus on only 1 or 2 aspects, 1 or 2 points, and draw conclusion, that means we come to the conclusion, the whole truth is unknown. We don't know what it is. Therefore, it is necessary to pay attention to all the aspects of an issue. Therefore, it is necessary to pay attention to all the things, whatever is going on in detail. If people follow this, they develop tolerance. If people are following all this, they will tolerate everything towards the opinions, towards what is said of other people in society, and give up the attitude of stubborn. They will not be very stubborn. If I want this only and I want that only. Adherence to their own opinions. They will not fix up to their own opinions. They have to look into everyone. Vardhaman Mahavir taught the people that the greatness of man does not depend on his varna but on his excellent conduct. Vardhaman Mahavir taught the people, said the people that the greatness, the goodness of man does not depend on his varna, that what he is, but it is on his excellent conduct, what he can do for others. In the Vedic tradition, the doors of knowledge had slowly been closed to the woman. In the Vedic tradition, the doors of knowledge of studying had slowly been closed for the woman. But Vardhaman Mahavir gave the right of sannyas. Then Vardhaman Mahavir, he gave the right of sannyas, that means the right to renounce the world to women too. That means even the woman can go and study, or the woman can take the tap. They have the right to undertake the tap, or sit under the tree and do the tapasya. His teachings were love all living things, have mercy and compassion, and live and let live. What were the teachings? Love all the living things. Whatever is there, whatever you are seeing, love all, everything. Have mercy and compassion. We should have mercy, daya, maya, on the poor people, on the sick people. Live and let live. Let the others also live, and let you also live. Buddhism. Buddhism spread in India and in many countries outside India. Buddhism was spread in India as well as outside India. Gautam Buddha was the founder of Buddhism. Gautam Buddha, 563 BC, that is before Common Era, to 483 BCE. Gautam Buddha was born at Lumbini in Nepal. His father's name was Shuddhadana and mother's Maya Devi. His birth name was Siddharth. He had attained knowledge of human life in his entirety. Now, his birth name was Siddharth, and he attained knowledge. He got knowledge of human life in his entirety. In his whole life, he was studying about that. That is why he came to be known as he is known as Buddha. Just see this Gautam Buddha, he is sitting under the tree, Bodhi tree. He is doing the tap over there. He wanted to know why there is sorrow and suffering in human beings or human life. He wanted to know why people are suffering in the human life. What is the reason for the sorrow? Then a dukkha kai, kashasati. He left his home and all comforts in pursuit of the answer to his question. He left his house. He left all his comforts, everything he had in his house. But he did not want all that. He left the house and he was searching for the question why people are unhappy in their life. On Vaishakha Purnima, he was sitting in a deep meditation under a peepal tree at Uruvela near the city of Gaya in Bihar. On the Vaishakha Purnima, he was sitting under the tree, that is a peepal tree, and he was in a great deep meditation. That is when he attained Bodhi. That is when he got that. Bodhi means enlightenment or the highest knowledge. He got the highest knowledge. The tree is now known as the Bodhi tree or Bodhi Vriksha, and the place Urvela is known as Bodh Gaya. The place is called as Bodh Gaya. Just see this tree where he was sitting under, this Bodhi tree. It was a people tree, and that after that, when he got the enlightenment of the highest knowledge, that tree was called as Bodhi Vriksha, and that place Urvela is now called as Bodh Gaya. He delivered his first sermon at Sarnath near Varanasi. He delivered his first speech at Sarnath near Varanasi. His teachings in the first sermon are termed Dhamma. Now his teachings in the first lecture were termed as Dhamma. He set in motion the wheel of Dhamma in this sermon. He set in motion without moving the wheel of Dhamma, and this is called as sermon. Therefore, this event is also called as Dhamma Chakka Pavatan in Pali and Dharma Chakra Pravartan in Sanskrit. Later, he travelled on foot Charika for nearly 45 years. Later, he was travelling on foot. That is Charika. For nearly how many years? 45 years he was travelling. Why was he travelling? He was travelling to preach Dhamma. He preached in the people's language. He started telling them in their own language, what the people are speaking. That is Pali. In Buddhism, the concept of taking refuge in Buddha, Dhamma and Sangha. In Buddhism, the concept of taking refuge. People do not want, that is, the Buddha, Dhamma and Sangha. It is very important for them, and it is known as Tri Sharan. Tri Sharan, the essence of Dhamma is expounded as follows. Just see here. Arya Satyas, that is the noble truths. There are 4 truths at the root of all human affairs. They are called as noble truths of Arya Satyas. Which are they? First one is dukkha, that is suffering. There is suffering in human life. Naturally, all are suffering. The cause of dukkha, why they are suffering. Karan kai, dukkha's karan kai. There is a cause of suffering. Dukkha nivaran, how can they come out from that? It is possible to end suffering. It is very easy to end the suffering. Pratipad. Pratipad means the way. This way leads to the end of suffering. This way helps us to end the suffering. This is the way of good conduct. It is also known as Ashtangik or Eightfold Path. Panchashil. Gautam Buddha asks people to follow the 5 rules. Which are those 5 rules? These 5 rules are called as Panchashil. First one, stay away from killing animals. Don't kill animals, he said. Stay away from stealing. Don't steal anyone's things. Stay away from unethical conduct, which are not good for you. Don't be over there. Stay away from telling lies. Don't tell lies in your life. Stay away from intoxicants. Don't take all those liquors and all that. Stay away from all these things. So, my dear children, today I have completed till page number 22. And Buddha Sangha, essence of his teaching, will go tomorrow. Thank you. Have a great day. Till that time, you read this chapter once again, go through it,